Thinking game in the house. You got Peel, you got Mike. John to be in here in just a second. Thank everybody for tuning in. Thank everybody for watching. And you have the Thinking Game podcast. So, how was the week, man? How did we start off for you so far before we get to the slide?
Man, getting back into the groove of things,
Okay.
Yeah, just busy 2 weeks, man.
Boy,
Birthdays and
boy.
family stuff.
You and me both.
Hey,
Man.
prayers for my sister, cause she had a slight stroke over the
Oh,
over the week. But
yeah, man. Press on that, bro.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, but
speedy recovery, man, on that one.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Me, man, school Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Why I pick 3 days, three classes back to back to back, bro?
Yeah.
Only me, man. You know what
Hey, it wouldn't be. Hey, if it's difficult, that's Mike. Hey.
I'm saying? That's funny, man.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Get out
Oh
the way.
man,
Get out the way so you can rest later.
I know, right? All right, guys. First topic: the streets is hot.
Mm. Scorching.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Officer Tommy Norman arrested over the weekend, allegedly charged with third-degree domestic battery. Well, we're not really here to laugh about it. It's a learning situation for any man dealing with a woman domestically.
Hmm.
And why I got the spectrum at the bottom, might as well call this the spectrum episode. There's a bunch of them on here, but could he have one end of the spectrum walked away?
Most definitely.
The far end of the spectrum loses temper, and then it's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. Just reading the reports, it sounded like he was walking away. It sounded like he was walking away. And ended up doing a Ric Flair chop. That's why. That's why I
He
say.
said the Ric Flair.
You know how you walk away, somebody then you turn
Oh
around.
man, that Ric Flair chop is crazy. No, I'm just thinking about that in the ring, the old Ric Flair in the '80s when he used to be in the ring with the
Yeah.
against the rope.
And
I
I'm
hope
not
he didn't do
making
that,
yeah,
man.
and I'm not making fun of, I'm not making
Why
fun
you
of it.
saying that? If you're not making fun of it, why you
But
say?
it that's what it sound like. It sound like you walking away. Then if it hit the
He
right
said he
side,
blocked it. He said he blocked it. Ric Flair wasn't trying to block it. He just gonna hit you with the
if
chop,
the
man.
body, you know what I'm saying? Like if you walking, somebody smacking you across the back of your head, you turn around, pop. Whoa.
Now, I'm glad you said that. Men, young men, listen to us, please. Take the slaps on the back of the head. Keep walking. Don't turn around. Don't react. Not worth it. Guess what he said? He said I was getting slapped in the face. I blocked the slaps, and I hit her chest. Guess what the officer said? Allegedly. Guess what the officer said? The officers alleged in the report that they saw the visible bruise or something on her chest, and they didn't see anything visible on him. Guess what happened? He goes to jail. And it was the weekend.
Yeah.
So guess what happens on the weekend? You don't see the judge till Monday. Ask
Sometimes
me how I
Sunday.
know. Because when you grow up in the hood, you hear about this stuff all the time. Don't go to
Sometimes
jail on
Sunday.
the weekend because
Yeah.
you're not gonna get out to Monday. You know what I'm
And
saying?
it's rare occasions you might have a Sunday, but
Yeah.
that's very rare.
You don't want to
But
wake the judge up. Yeah, you don't want to make the judge mad
yeah,
at all. So hopefully he redeems himself. Hopefully
I think
he
it's
can keep his job. But how this usually goes, it don't work out for the guy. You agree?
yeah.
If he get found guilty in court,
E-
this is why I want you to learn, young brothers. If he get found guilty in court, his job could be over.
Even if he's not guilty. it's still it's tarnished. Oh, it was already kind of tarnished anyway.
I mean, the streets tarnished that a
You
long
know what
time
I'm
ago.
saying?
Anyway, that's another thing. The streets talk. You know what's crazy though? A lot of people that's like really, really in the spotlight like that, it seems like it's the other side that they can't contain, right?
Yeah.
Allegedly, right? You know, it's the other side. It's like you got this side, then you got this side. Kind of like the spectrum, right? It's like this side or this side, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What
I
do you
think
really do? Because I mean, the streets talk. It's a lot of stuff the streets say about this dude online, and somehow he evaded it. It don't stick. I don't know how, but it don't stick.
yeah, I think once you you had it's he crossed the river with it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Well, you know, you want to be in the neighborhood. You want to be one of us. Welcome, man. Come
like
on in. Come on in.
like I honestly think, and I might be wrong, might be right, but um I don't think he's gonna no, I ain't gonna say that.
Well, here's the
But
deal,
it's
right?
so yeah, it's so
From a
it's so
person kind of studying law and a person that grew up in the city, this kind of what three possible things could happen. Number one, she could drop the charges, and over time, this kind of dies down and goes away, right? Number two, he get charged, or I know he not gonna plead because he don't want to lose his job. If he plead, it's a wrap. He probably gonna go through with it, and if he get found guilty, he probably gonna lose his job
yeah.
off of PR.
Yeah, that PR is that's what's the
The
court.
same sword that made him look
Yeah,
good is gonna be the same
yeah,
sword that killed him. You know what I'm saying?
and that's what that's the biggest thing about it,
Yeah.
because you know you it's not the domestic stuff that's what's going to do it. It's the other allegations.
Oh yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying?
But
That's
see, that
what.
stuff don't go to court. That's public opinion. But I'm talking about
Nah,
like,
no. That's where it
is it in
becomes.
court yet though, or is this allegations?
No. It's
That's what I'm saying. It's a difference between
from
somebody posting something on social media and then it being a court case, a
from
docket. You know?
word on the street is, you know,
Oh, they
the
kicking the
alpha
white down.
the alphabets have
Ooh,
been poking
ooh.
around. So
Uh-oh.
that's the thing.
So they about to put him in the ether. They about to put him in the ether.
Yeah, that
Ooh, it
that's
burns slow too, man. That's what sucks about
it's,
when that heat, boy, that ether heat up, boy, it burns slow, boy. Man.
it,
Mm.
I kind of like how the Diddy R. Kelly case is. Like we can't catch him on this, but we got him on this.
Ooh,
No bond. He might have bonded out. I don't know,
yeah.
but that's how it is. We're like that.
Man, walk away, young brothers. Walk
Whoa.
away, man. Walk away.
And she might
Walk away.
pop you.
That's fine.
I'm talking about.
It's not gonna kill you. That's fine. She's not
No,
gonna
I'm just
kill you.
saying. This is a different kind of pop I'm talking about. But she might pop you, but
Even then,
it's the
you
embarrassment.
won't ever win. It's called double standard. It's
Yeah,
called things are
yeah.
not fair, but guess what? You're not gonna change it. That's what we're trying to get you to understand. You got to think. Just because you feel a certain way, you're not gonna change it. It's not gonna change. You're still gonna go to jail if you react and do something out of lose your temper on that side of the spectrum. You're gonna go to jail.
And they gotta understand, man. When a when a woman is publicly embarrassed,
Yeah,
it goes different, man.
yeah.
So
You know,
it's
we ain't gonna
different.
talk about those. Are just allegations. I don't even know how true that is, but I know you. Yeah,
Yeah, like
but it's all. If you look it up, it's there though. It's out there though. For real, it's out there.
any public embarrassment, man. You gotta take what comes with it. You know,
Lane.
Yeah.
allegedly.
Oh, you can.
All right, guys. The next topic. To my brothers out there, tell me this, Pierre, realistic or cap. A good man can be traced back to a good teacher. I should have put good teacher in there. Do you have to be taught to be a good man? Or can you inherently learn it on your own?
It's 50-50, but yeah,
So you
you can
think it's
be
in the middle of that prism? You think it's
yeah,
in the middle?
you can be taught, yeah, but it's gonna be solely on you
I
whether
think,
or not.
yeah. I think I think you have to be taught it more than you learn on your own, because when you learn on your own, it's a bunch of trial and error.
Mhm.
I'm gonna speak from my own experience. Not having that dad, my real dad, in my life, somebody teach you that's your own DNA. You learn on your own. You left to your own devices and imagination. You really don't know what good is sometimes, because you think it's good until you do it and like, dang, that actually wasn't good. Having somebody to teach you those experiences that's 40, 50, and give you insight and wisdom, I think that goes a long way, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I know that the guy that I learned from spiritually, he don't like being on Facebook. That's why I don't say his name. He be saying, don't, I'm already famous. It'd be funny. He said, I'm already famous, but
Mhm.
if I wouldn't have learned from him, I probably would have destroyed my marriage, because I didn't know what I was doing. And
Mm.
100%, I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just didn't have no idea. Thought I did, but I didn't. Went into it with the right mindset, but I still had to learn, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like we taught many things, but
That's what I'm saying. Like, you think about, in the inner city, a lot of kids, they're taught things, but it may not be the good things, right? Or they taught through observation. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but
Like, no kid. I don't think no kid inherently wants to be in the gang. I think you're kind of taught that and indoctrinated because that's what's around you. You know what I'm saying? I don't think no kid naturally just like, I know I want to be in the gang. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that. I don't
it's
think
a
nobody
environment.
wants to sell dope. It's just the
Yeah.
situation, and then you're taught it. Like, you growing up in the dope house, and you see it being done. You think, man, I think I could do it better too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's the environment too. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, 100%.
because you have to survive, you have to be able to survive and that stuff. But
But when you
also,
when you being taught by a good person, though, a good person would teach
yeah,
you. Just because the environment is like it is, you don't have to subscribe to it, though. You don't have to do it. If you're not taught that, though, you would think that I have to do this to survive. But if
no,
you're taught by a good person, you can say you cannot control your circumstances, but you can control your actions and what you do. And if
and
you're
that's
okay with the consequences,
yeah,
it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? But
like, and I agree. But
yeah,
also, like, just because like I say, you always say, like, hey, man, the person you know was a good dude, but you not knowing that he did all type of crazy
yeah,
stuff before he got home.
100%. So and that's the thing, right? The dude who did all type of crazy stuff. What if he changed his life around and he's trying to prevent you from going through the same thing he did?
He did.
What
That's
I'm saying is, people that the people that they try to reach back to will say
mhm,
what you just said, like, "Oh man, you did all the crazy stuff, man. What you gonna tell me?" He's trying to tell you to avoid it. You know what I'm saying?
that's
He's trying to tell you to stay on baseline. Don't go on Forbin Road. Just stay on baseline. You'll
yeah.
get there.
But
But
the
we want to make
teacher,
the turn. Let me go down Forbin Road real quick and see
yeah,
what's back here. You know what I'm saying?
but the teacher, this is how I was taught.
What's that?
Like you was taught a bunch of stuff, but you won't understand until you get a little bit older. Like when the game was put before you, you didn't understand then. Then when you start going through stuff, like, oh, that's what they were talking about. Oh, that's what they were talking about. And then you can, as you go older, like, okay, I can. There's certain things I can control, and certain things I can't control.
But you know what's crazy? I didn't meet him until I was in my late 20s. I didn't
Yeah.
start going back to church till I was in my late 20s. That's when I met him. When I started going back to church. So until that point, it was men around, but I had to learn on my own merit. You know what I'm saying? I made a lot of mistakes. And I'm telling kids, I'm telling young men, you don't have to make the same mistakes. But when you got that mindset, well, I could do it better. I'm an asterisk to the rule. I thought the same thing. You're not.
Nah,
You're
yeah.
not. You're not. You know what I'm saying?
It
Life will
don't
show
apply to
you that you're
me.
not an asterisk. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
I can do it way better. No, you can't.
Yeah.
You're just gonna be in the same situation. Now you're just gonna
Or
be
what made way more crazy because
yeah.
now the more time goes by, the less margin for error that you have. You know what I'm saying? Like with child support, back then dudes get behind on child support, you just behind, you know. Then it started you going to jail. Then it started now they taking your passport and they
Everything.
putting you in jail. And it's well, what else? What if you win your taxes? They'll take your income taxes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
So
then
the margin for error, you know, you go out there and have multiple kids now. You know,
yeah.
it's dangerous, man. You
Boy,
know what I'm saying?
that system was not for you, brother.
Yeah,
They
and that's what
told
I'm trying to tell you. Now that you know that the system is not designed for us, try your best not to get in it.
yeah,
How do you do that?
yeah,
Don't put yourself in position having kids by multiple women. How do I do that?
yeah.
Protect yourself. How do I do that? How about just waiting until you get married? How about that? It's
It's
the
gonna
best
be
way.
tough. It's gonna be
Yeah,
tough,
it's
and
gonna be tough.
you're gonna be a
But you
lame.
know what? You know what's tougher though? Having to pay child support on 3 or 4 kids and
Yeah,
you only making minimum wage. How much you gonna have left over? Answer that riddle. Which
yeah,
tough you want? You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But that's if you have multiple kids. But
Man, just 2 kids. How much you think 2 kids on child support costs?
what Sam say is 600 a month good enough for
Woo!
2 kids? I think so. I think
Woo!
so. Teenagers. I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
Some probably getting $25 a month.
man,
I seen
man,
it. I've seen it.
yeah,
$25 a month for what?
man,
You know,
crazy.
but
But
I don't
I
think
think you have to be taught it though. At some point, you have to be
yeah.
taught it.
You taught them,
Yeah,
but
because
we ain't having
if
fun.
learning on your own, man, it'll take longer. But if somebody give you insight and wisdom, it kind of shortens the gap of learning. You know what I'm saying? If you can absorb it and take it at face value and not try to question everything, because I've been there too. You question everything. You know, you debating or the dude who trying to teach you the game, you don't really trust him.
hmm
You know, he telling you, be good to women and he womanizing and beating on women, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That happens a lot in the hood, though. I'm just being
yeah. And that's what I say. Once I think back, and I be like, man, no, I had some great father figures, but
yeah,
my father, but me and my dad was always cool. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But it's just certain stuff that I
Sometimes
learned.
it may not be your dad that's your good teacher.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could be some older person in your family, uncle, pastor, or, you know, grandpa, something like that. It may not be your direct DNA. It may be
Yeah.
somebody else in your family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But once I
But
got older,
I
once I
think
got
you
older,
still have to be taught the concept of being a good man, though, or else you left to your own devices. For what's good when you're young is different from when you're older. You know what I'm saying?
hey,
I'm speaking
man,
from my own experience. I thought it was good to talk to multiple women when I was 17, 18.
mm,
I thought that was cool. You know what I'm saying? That ain't cool, man.
mm.
Ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it at all.
Hey, boy, Grandpa told me, boy, he was like, boy, hey, he broke it down to me, but just seeing how my daddy had to go through stuff, like me and my pops always been cool, but
Yeah,
we got real cool once I got like 12. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
10, 11, 12.
And
Like,
see,
okay.
the thing, the thing for me was what made it tough for me is most of my older family members that was the men, they
hmm
passed before I got to being a teenager. Like
mm,
my uncle Paul, man, my
yeah.
uncle Mays and stuff like that, man. And my grandpa died when I was 2. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm,
and like I said, a
yes.
lot of the men in my family died early. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
had to really figure it out. I had to get it out the mud for real. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, health problem, like high blood pressure, stuff like that, and
Yeah. Yeah.
health issues. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, with Sweet Home, that's like real country. You know what I'm saying? Like real
hmm
country. You know what I'm saying?
Not country, just
eating a whole hog with nothing, kind of living. You know what I'm saying? So
not
that
country,
stuff get the best of you,
just
man.
not city. Just not
Definitely ain't
fully in the
city.
city. Not fully in the city.
Uh-uh. Right outside after College Station, you know, depending on which way you come. You did College Station country, don't go sweet home. It's real country.
Ain't no but trees over here.
Yeah, boy,
Trees,
for real.
trees and go
When they
karts.
say, "Where you from, man?" I'm from across the track. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
you talking about over there across the track, man. I know you talking about, man. Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, where you from? Across the track. Damn.
Yeah,
you ain't got to
man.
know nothing else. Hell yeah, from across the track. Yeah. Say less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. The next topic is. This is a tough one. We're going to talk about this for a little bit. How can we change things as a community? That's my spectrum.
Mm.
It says as a single person or as a group of people. I don't know why I should have put of. Jay, what's up, baby?
What's up, fellas? What's up, world?
Hey, what up, dog? There you go.
Yeah, so we're on this topic. How can we change things as a community? As a single person or as a group of people? Which one on the spectrum? How do you think we can change things?
First of all, I thought it's like Michael Jackson said. It starts with the man in the mirror. You know, you gotta want to change and want to affect change. You know,
Right.
what that looks like to you. What kind of time do you have to invest in this project? You know, then after time, it's money. What resources are you willing to put in on it, or what are you willing to learn?
Mm.
And then being informed, uh, linking yourself up with the correct people, like-minded individuals. You know, you got to know where your mind is before you link it to others, because you will find yourself just following the crowd.
Yeah.
Uh, so I think you start with yourself. You know, being more disciplined, and figure out which group of people think like you,
You're
Yeah.
trying.
and you can make the effective change you want to see. You know, you got to be what you want to see.
That's true.
Man. Hey,
What you think, Phil?
that's self-explanatory right there. Cause you have to start with yourself, man.
Right.
So easy, a caveman can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think reason why I say it's nuance, because like I said, you gotta start with yourself first. I think people don't realize that if you're not solid before you take on any other ideas, all this other stuff, all this race and black power and all this, you better make sure you solid first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
Sometimes, because some people
you
take
ain't
on this
got
stuff and
those
they're not
stuff.
solid. Yeah, some people
Yeah,
take
you
on this stuff and they're not
get
solid. You know what I'm saying? They get caught in the weeds. You know.
you get warrant your name on other people's paperwork, and you trying to hold meetings and be a leader. You
Yeah.
know, and you ain't seen your kids in a year, 2 years.
Yeah. And then we have to be you can only do so much as a single person. You're not gonna change a lot just singly. You're not gonna change a lot. And
Yeah, I
once
ain't never seen
we go ahead.
one ant do nothing.
Right.
I ain't never seen one ant just hanging out by itself, being alone.
Now here's the nuance to that though. We have to get on the same page as a community though. We can't even get on the same page about education. We still divided on that. We can't even get on the same page about self-development. We still divided on that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
you don't need to be around people that don't think you need to go to school on some basic level. You know, I don't believe in elementary school. They don't teach Black history. I don't want my kids to go there, so we can't even talk to you. So you got to look over those people.
but the thing
And
ain't the average reading level is the fifth grade though.
yeah, I mean,
Just because we go to school,
whatever.
that don't mean people value education just because they go to school though.
Yeah, well, you can't value something if you're not there. So the first step
Some
is
people,
being
yeah,
there.
yeah.
You said reading at a fifth grade level. Um, that said, what does that look like? You know, can they read a basic job application? You know,
You
can they
surprised?
text? You know, some people just can't read out loud. They get anxiety issues. But hopefully, these people can functionally read. Uh, I know they can't because some people can't even read the stop
So
sign.
if we was to value education as a community, would the violence still be that would be high in places like that? If we
Yes,
valued it
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
community, I'm talking about as a community. If we
yes,
valued
but
education as a community,
like it was certain systems that were set up. You know, we can value education. Like people value education, but they putting it towards other things. You know what I'm saying?
or are they
Like,
valuing the wrong education?
yeah, that's
now
it.
like what? Yeah.
That's it.
That's a good point.
Like
Like,
if the older people when they got educated, and then we had if we would have been on top of our game, got educated in our 20s, so when we got in our 30s and 40s, we can like buy a center or something, bring kids in and get them prepped for when they get out of high school what to do. You know what I'm saying?
but
I I think that's part of the problem. With people in general. They said we would have done this. We would have. Hey, that's past. We got to do
No, that's being accountable.
now.
This is being accountable.
yeah,
Yeah, kind of. You know, but we got to say, hey, what can we do now? Here on forward. What do we need to do? What does
But
it
what
look
makes
like?
it but what
Because
makes
we
it
can
hard
look.
But what makes it hard to do it as a group now as a community is because you don't have the resources that if you could
mm-mm.
have got to early, if you would have took care of your business early, you would have had the resource access to
like,
resources.
like
Because
it,
we can sit here and talk about it all day, but in order to have a building that costs money, in order to bring
like
kids in as a group, you're gonna have to feed them. That costs money.
that. There are resources. It's just people that do
But see,
have
that's the thing.
resources.
What I'm saying is your own resource, so you don't have to worry about the government telling you what you can and can't do, or
That's
what you
what
can and can't say.
I'm alluding
Yeah,
to is like there are people with like resources, like real deal resources, but the ones that know a lot, they left the community.
Yeah, that's true too. Yes,
They left the
yeah,
community.
because
yes, they did.
that's our pathway to success. You get your education, get your money up, you work on yourself, and you move out. You remove yourself from the situation, from the danger, from the conflict, and you think that's success. For a lot of us, that is the success model. But when you talk about community, you always go to the we and the would have. But you're skipping the first thing. The first thing we talk about, you gotta be self accountable. You know,
Yes,
you
one
don't
hundred
have to
percent.
be rich or successful, but you can't skip to the we until you deal with the me.
Right.
And once you deal with that, a lot of this stuff comes easier. And Peel says people have the resources, but they moved. They decided the hood, the community is a lost cause, and it's easier for me to get myself out and join another community.
Like,
And
Yeah.
we'll be accepted in that other community because we have resources.
Yeah, I think we have
And
to change the misinformation. Some people will argue with you about misinformation, and you're presenting them with the correct information, but they believe in the misinformation. And sometimes it ain't nothing you can really do, man. You know what I'm saying? Today, come to that realization. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you got to believe it. Like you're giving them factual information, but it feels
Mm-hmm.
better. The lie feels better.
Passion versus
It
logic, right?
sounds better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know they can't let go of just because it sounds good. Just doesn't mean it in the Bible. They say God don't like ugly. That's a good saying, but where is that in the Bible?
Yeah.
You
mm-hmm.
know,
Exactly.
and people will quote that like it's scripture, and
Yeah.
it's so many other examples. Just because it sound good or feel good, don't mean it's necessarily true or factual.
And the reason why I say as a community, man, we got to train our kids is that's when the like generations, like let's say if you you train 5 or 10 kids to go into politics. You train another 5 or 10 kids to go into real estate, like excavation and carpentry and stuff like that. You train another 5 kids to go into IT. Now you can start building for change to happen, because when you got 5 or 10 kids going into politics, running for office and stuff like that, like 5 or 10 people instead of one, that one person ain't gonna get overloaded. They ain't gonna be able to do too much, because people don't
But
realize when you go into this stuff, you got to swim with the sharks. It's not just everybody
that's
gonna be wholesome and Christian. That's what people use as
that's
a keyword, Christian. But
yes,
hey, I mean, it's a whole nother world, man. You know what
and
I'm
that's
saying?
why I say it has to have that balance.
Yeah.
Like if I move my kids to Chanel, they're not gonna understand the kids as over there in the Southwest. They're not. They're gonna be like, "Hey man, what's going on over there? Like it's
So
popping
let me
over
ask
there."
you this: do you think that if a parent had a choice to live in the projects or live on Chanel, which one you think they'll
They're
choose?
of course they're gonna choose Chanel,
Okay.
but parents also have to remind kids, like not remind them. You have to have that balance. Like you know what? Let me take y'all over and let me let y'all see if this is what you want to do. But you can still build a connection. You can still build that connection. Like I can be in a good neighborhood and I can still go to the hood, but I don't have to stay there. I don't have to actually
Look,
have to live
I
through
think
this
I
stuff.
could.
Yeah,
I could. Go ahead.
yeah, that's easier said than done, right?
I'll play the advocate
Because
though.
you want your kids to have what you had, but you don't want to raise them like you were raised. You
Mm-hmm.
want hard parent raise soft kids. So the parent that went and got at the mud, got a college education, got this and that, you give your kids the stuff that you have to take. In taking, you learn something. And you want nobody wants to see their kids struggle, so
Right.
we move them to a different school district. We went to McClellan, so we gonna put our kids in the Western Walk school district. You know,
And then the advocate for the parents,
and the
like,
kids ain't gonna have the thirst that you had. They ain't gonna have
right.
the drive. They ain't gonna have the determination, the motivation that you had because they had all this stuff. They got their own rooms. It was three of us in one room. You know,
Yeah.
so we make sure our kids have everything that we didn't have, and sometimes
It's
that
detrimental.
presents a
So I make a
whole another
I
problem.
advocate I advocate for the other side of the coin, right?
Yeah.
Are you accountable for what you expose your kids to?
Oh, yeah, of course.
And why would it, if a parent was able to go to the Chanel, why would they want to expose their kids to that when they can just raise their kids and have conversations with their kids in a perfect world, of course? But I think sometimes the incidental exposure that you can't control growing up in certain areas, you know what I'm saying? Some parents don't want to do that. That's all they can afford. But the exposure level to things, though,
That's
exposure to the streets,
that,
exposure to gangs, exposure to drugs. Sometimes some kids don't do none of that. They just see it and it messed
that,
them up. You know
no,
what I'm
that
saying?
and that's why like my son, I speak for his.
Yeah.
He ain't in no gang stuff.
Right.
He got a cool little partner. But I took him there. I took him to the hood, not the South. I took him to great grandma's house.
Yeah.
I took him to great grandma's house where
Yeah.
it looked like the 80s yet. You know what I'm saying? And showed him a few people like you got two choices. Listen to
But
what I'm saying.
it's a difference visiting there and then living there, though.
No, man, that's what
Right?
I'm saying. No,
Because
it
your
wasn't
He's
no.
son,
trying to get.
your,
See, he's trying to get the best of
yeah,
both worlds.
sure.
He's
Yeah,
trying to
I was.
provide his kid a better life, but still show him
It's
that hard life I went through. You don't have to go through this.
You ain't
Right.
gotta go through that, boy.
Right.
Like for real, like I'm talking about. Like when I showed them that, I said, boy, they were doing this when I was your age, and they still out here. If I'm making a better way for myself, and you see what I'm going through, step it up a notch, and you're gonna be successful regardless.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
yeah, I think like some parents, they you trying to minimize the exposure as much as you can,
No, sir.
yeah,
you don't want your kid.
but we haven't determined if that's the right thing or the wrong thing. Does the easy life make a hard man? It doesn't. He's as a child he had it easy. The reason you are successful because you had it hard. Now to figure that out, that's what life is about. I'm trying to give my kids every opportunity that I didn't have
But
because I have the
I think we know people from two-parent homes that we could say had it easy and they still turned out okay.
yeah. Some of them did and some of them didn't.
But that now you
It's
playing with
the
percentage. Now you just playing with
yeah,
percentage.
exactly. It's the individual. So I want to give my kid the best possible.
Yeah, I would rather
That's
my
my
son
job as a parent.
I would rather my son see subdivision houses or whatever than see a dude walking down the street with his arm hanging out because he got hit with the AK. You know what I'm saying? I would rather choose that.
I
You know what
think
I'm
we
saying?
all would rather choose that, but also, it's the reality of the
But does
world.
that make that make my son like Joe Biden's son? His dad was the president, but he should have crackhead.
Mm-mm.
So
Think it's
he
other
had
factors.
every opportunity. He had every opportunity, and he chose crack.
Is that on his dad though? You think his dad exposed him to
No, no,
something? I'm
no,
asking.
no.
Do you think he was exposed to
Uh,
something?
I,
It was a
of course he
culture
was,
shock.
because it's real world. You're gonna be exposed to stuff as an adult, and you're gonna make choices. But as a father, he did what he was supposed to
So how
do.
about this as a community? Do you think that parents should make a strategy with their kids about how they should go about planning their post life after high school?
Yes, you can
Yeah,
plan.
that goes with the sex talk.
Uh, how
And
many parents had a sex
how to
talk with
take
their
it
parents?
out.
When we was growing up, how many people say they had a sex talk with their parents?
I did.
Hopefully, everybody.
That's not true.
Hopefully, everybody. But we know some people did know. Some girls didn't know. They had 7 kids. Oh, that's how you get pregnant. Well, you had 7 kids. Like you didn't know how you got pregnant. Don't get
But
that
it's the
stuff
thing,
in that
if
place.
you living in a single parent household, when do your parent have time to have those kind of talks? Because they working.
Man,
It's not a 5 minute conversation. It's not a 5 minute conversation.
it's not. But you have to
yeah,
like,
it's not that easy. I understand. I'm
Yeah.
right with you.
hey, as a man that had to deal with a single parent, I trust me, they make time because they already see it in you. They were like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, you about to start.
Yeah,
You about to start, or you didn't start
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, guys,
You
let's
just
go.
it. He came in
Ready
the
for the
house smiling
curveball?
too much. Hey,
Y'all ready for the curveball?
yeah. We
All right. Angela Simmons
Mm.
opened up about her relationship with Yo Gotti, admitting that while she still has love for him, she had to cut ties. She explained that going into the situation, there were things she did not see clearly.
You want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Because when you're in love, it's easy to turn a blind eye to a lot. Although ending the relationship wasn't what she wanted, she knew it was for the best. Angela made it clear this isn't a smear campaign against him. She still has respect and love, but ultimately she had to let the situation go for her own peace and growth.
Yeah.
Is this dodging accountability?
No, sir.
I think it is.
No, sir. Not
I
that.
don't. I mean, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, look. That's what dating's for.
So
Sometimes
look at the
relationships.
spectrum. On the spectrum, where you think she had? Not know it all or see the opportunity for a quick lick?
Listen.
Where she fall on the
Well,
spectrum?
not necessarily a quick lick, but you're looking for a provider, and she
Where's she at on the
looked
spectrum?
other
What do you
way.
think? Where you think she on the spectrum? You think she kind of a little bit past the middle?
Listen. It wouldn't even. It
Uh,
would that
what do you
the
mean?
spectrum that like that situation. Yo Gotti was he got some other stuff going on for the peace. You can't
Yo
be at peace
Gotti,
when you
yo
You want answers. I
Damn.
want the truth.
There's a
You
whole
can't
war
handle
going
the
on.
Yo
truth.
Gotti was a false player.
There's
He
a whole
is
war
not
going
going
on.
to marry. If you thought this dude was gonna
Bro.
marry you, you selling yourself a dream. She
Bro.
sold
No,
herself.
he sold her that dream. He had a crush on her. He was a fan. He was a fanboy
Oh,
of hers for years, and he
exactly. You making my point. You making my
did
point.
all the gentlemanly stuff to present her this lifestyle. This I'm this type of man. I really love you. This stuff I want to do it. I adore you. And he had means, and she went in and wasn't what she wanted. Hey, it shouldn't have took her
I
that
think she was
long to
misquoted.
see. But
I think she was misquoted. She said she forgot to say because I've been bust down. I went into the situation. I didn't see things clearly. I saw the money. I saw the lifestyle.
No, sir.
no,
Yo
he was a
Gotti
super
does
fan.
not come out. Yo Gotti does not present himself as a person that's gonna be in
Man.
courtship and settle down.
But to her, he was presenting a whole different man. Whatever you want me to do, he was
How
a good boy
How old is Angela
to
Simmons?
her.
How old is
I don't
Angela
know.
Simmons? She got to be in her 30s, 35 somewhere. She buzzed down. You gonna tell me she ain't got enough experience to know that this dude not gonna marry her?
No,
She
it
knew
was.
that. She didn't know that from the
Listen.
jump. She just went into it
No,
blind.
of course. How could she have known this?
So when does accountability start for her, and when does it stop?
To be honest
I
with
think
you,
it's
I don't
perfectly
know.
fine and healthy because she gave him opportunity to show what he had. The courtship process that was in it for a long time. He just wasn't doing what she was wanting. So they parted ways. It's a good relationship.
And I'm gonna just go back to streets talk. You know what I'm saying? When he wanted her, what was going on? It wasn't going on then. Things escalated. That's Reverend Ron Dog.
Think dude care? Do you think Yo Gotti care? That's
Listen.
Reverend Run Dog.
Yeah, but he acted like he cared. But he
That's
acted like a little
He
good
sold
boy.
his dream.
that's
Whatever,
He sold his dream. But guess what happened?
whatever
Guess
she
what
did.
happened
But
when
he,
he sold?
he played the part. He put on a costume. He played
listen.
Pinocchio.
Guess
He
what
played
happened? Guess what
it.
happened when he scored the touchdown? He eated it.
But guess what? He kept coming back and he kept playing that position. He
But
looked frustrated in the
Oh yeah.
situation with
listen,
her
and,
too.
and
So
as a man,
Yeah.
I got love for a woman. I'm really fooling with. Stuff going on in the streets. She don't need to be exposed to this type of stuff. Like you can't go nowhere. She's been in the limelight probably her whole life almost. Stuff that was going on, it wouldn't have worked anyway. Like there's
She
nowhere you
could have
can
stayed.
go.
If he wanted to work,
No
she could have
sir.
stayed with it. It would have
It,
worked.
it's too much. It was too
now,
much going on.
yeah,
After
But
they
Gotti
I
don't
don't
be in
think
Memphis like
as
that.
one
He don't be
after
in
person,
they
Memphis like that. Gotti don't be in Memphis like that.
listen, after they killed
one
Dolph,
person.
it was over. Nobody was safe during that time. Nobody, and they still not.
She was still with him when they after that though. She was still with him when Juke died. She was still with him.
Barely,
Yeah,
barely.
no one person can do a relationship by themselves.
Listen,
I think some men
Yo
really
Gotti
don't like.
gave her.
I think some men really don't like women. That's because you look at a woman, a beautiful woman, that come from a good bloodline, a legacy, and you say she a bust down. What type of women are not bust down? What type of women do you like? I mean,
Women,
she's
women
beautiful. She's
women that be
educated.
honest. Women that be honest about the situation. You from up north. You don't even know that much about the South, but you coming down here messing with Southern dudes. And think about it. He been rapping about her for years. He ain't just started rapping about her.
Exactly. He
So what
pursued
made
her
her come out the woodwork from where she was at, getting bust down? So you know what? Let me go talk to
because
Gotti now.
that man pursued her for years
No,
publicly.
he'd offered her a
Made
Jerry Jones
songs for.
contract. He offered her a Jerry Jones contract, a rookie deal, and she said, Michael Parsons, right? I want more money.
No,
Well, I'm going to
it
trade
wasn't.
you to the
It
Green
wasn't.
Yeah,
Bay
she gonna do
Packers.
It
like
definitely
Mike
wasn't about
Parsons.
no money.
She gonna go to Green Bay with more and get more money.
We'll see. She might
Somebody
come
will pay
back.
for that.
That-
For
So
a
when
couple
does
months.
accountability start? When does accountability start for her then?
So she ain't taking accountability because the relationship didn't work out.
No. Accountability, knowing who you talking to. Knowing who you talking to. Know who
What
you
you-
dealing with.
She's
you
a person. Well, he's not a perfect man.
We
She's not
talking
a
about
perfect woman.
accountability. See, I'm talking about accountability. Like if I
If-
meet a person, you gotta know who you talking to.
if
This
the
dude
account-
is not gonna marry her. He's too successful. He's not gonna risk his wealth with a divorce on somebody that he just talked to.
See, and that's where you
Well,
mess
I
up.
mean,
That's what.
it's
No,
prenuptials
Why
and
they
hold
broke
on,
up
other
then?
hold
stuff.
on, John. Hold on,
Why
John.
they broke up then?
That's why you wrong. I'm telling you what's
Okay.
going on.
That's what he
It
used.
was
That's what he used. The streets is
no,
hot
sir.
and it ain't safe. That's the
No,
easy
sir.
way out, man.
No.
That's how you get
If-
a player to go to free agency without
if-
paying them anything.
If
That's how
that's,
you do
I'm
it.
trying to tell you, like,
That's called a clean
bro,
break. Okay.
if they can't touch you, what would they do?
So if
That's the same way you
that,
supposed
Touch you,
to.
what would they do?
that's called a clean break in the street. That's called a
No,
clean break, man. Yes.
if they can't touch you, who would they touch?
You said
Don't
what?
touch on her.
They gonna
They don't.
touch.
She don't live in Memphis. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She probably never even been in Memphis.
It wouldn't
What?
even. It,
Come
when it
on
goes
now.
down, it
Listen.
don't have to go down in Memphis.
Man, a
When
lot of
it
dudes in
goes
Memphis
down,
can't
it
get to
don't.
what Yo Gotti. Yeah, Yo Gotti insulated now, bro. He not
All the
the
way.
average.
You got to be. Like so much stuff went on. Ain't
I'm
nobody
gonna
know.
tell any sister that's listening this, you accountable for who you talk to, whether you want to believe it or not. You can't escape accountability. Am I saying she 100% accountable? No, it's accountable on both sides.
But what
I
you
guarantee you,
Yeah, she
Yo
taking
Gotti,
her. That's,
Yo
put in
that's
Gotti
why
reserve
she
did
like
not
making.
think about marriage when he saw Angela Simmons. I guarantee you.
Yeah. At one point, we can't tell what that man thought about in the pre.
I'm talking about off his
So
past
we
actions.
can base
I'm talking about
everybody's
off
actions
his
on.
actions. I'm not going off his words. I'm
We
talking about off his actions.
we can judge everybody's future based off the past. Correct?
No. I'm saying
Because
judging
that's
off
what
his
you're
intentions,
saying.
judge his intentions off his past.
Yeah, you judge that man. He'll never get married
Did he marry her?
because
Did he
he's
marry
wealthy.
her? Did he marry her?
But yeah, there's one situation he had. His past
You
says
think that's the only
no.
girl he talked
His
to? You think that's
present,
the only girl he talked to
no.
about her?
His present say no. But that's him. You know,
I'm
he
saying
pursued the woman like he was gonna marry her.
he's saying that she didn't see things clearly. Like, what did you ignore? Like, what did he not show you to know that it probably wasn't gonna be long term? That's all
Yeah,
I'm
that
saying.
was. It is how long term. They've been together like 5-7 years.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
It is something.
Man,
It's
I ain't got
something in the
7 years.
industry. That's a
I
long
ain't got 7
time.
years to waste.
That's
I
a
ain't
long
got 7
time in
years
the
to waste.
industry, man.
And
You
dudes that got
know,
money
and
look at
that's
the
a
world
lot of.
different. Dudes that got
And,
money look at the world different. That's like an NFL deal. That's like
but he invested a lot of money and time in her.
that wasn't nothing. That was tax write-off. That was a tax write-off, man. Come on, man. Cut
Yeah,
it
that's
out,
a lot of
man.
money. I ain't gonna give them kind of give.
Yeah.
He ain't got that
I
kind of
already
money.
see.
He ain't
I
no.
already see
Man,
where
cut
Mike
it
going
out,
with
man.
this. I see where he going.
No, he just don't like women.
He financed it. He gave her a 5-year deal, NFL deal. And when the deal ran out,
Yeah, I
go back
see
to
where
free
he
agency.
going. Dude. Hey,
I don't know. That don't look like a good investment.
Huh?
That don't look like a good
But he
investment.
been rapping about it the whole time, so it was an investment for him. He been
No,
rapping about it the whole time.
he wasn't rapping about nothing for years.
No, he
Like
was rapping about Angela Simmons. I don't know, like
no,
he was,
I ain't talking about that. But what leads to it, and all boils down to it. Like you can love somebody,
So if
want
he
to
was
marry.
a regular Spotify rapper and he wasn't Yo Gotti like he is now, he was a Yo Gotti underground rapper in Memphis, would he have a chance to talk to Angela Simmons?
Probably not.
Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
I think
he took his chance.
He wouldn't.
He took a shot at her. He put his resume in,
Yes.
and he got selected. So
Yes. What I'm saying is the accountability piece is, and if I talk to this dude, what's the realistic that's gonna happen in this situation? That's what I'm saying.
But hey, it lasted for 7 years. It didn't work out. That's all I see.
Right.
And the only thing
accountability. Did you think about that when you took on there, or you just think I'm just here for the quick lick? That's all I'm saying.
Listen, and the only thing I'm
You
saying
know
is
what 70 or 65% of marriages work out anyway. And
Exactly. That's what I'm
less
saying.
than that, you know,
So
come on
if he
now.
wasn't making the money, would she have talked to him if he wasn't making the money? Would he have had a chance?
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been
Would
able to
not.
reach
I'm
her.
telling you, he
No,
would
no.
not.
First of all, he wouldn't have been able to reach a person like her.
Yes,
You know,
exactly.
it's his chance that he could have with his game. Because real men, we only need
You want answers.
a little bit. You know, you give me 5 minutes, you can put me up there with anybody. You know,
I'm gonna
face
end
to
this.
face
I
time.
think she's being disingenuous. I think she's not being honest.
No,
To say, you know what?
I think
I
she's
wanted
getting
to talk
extremely
to a
honest.
multimillionaire. I wanted to talk to this dude, at least see
What-
what he offered the lifestyle, because
Her daddy was.
But-
Yeah, I don't. I think that's what. What
she
you
not making
do.
money like that.
They had a public. They had a public relationship,
Hold on. Hey,
and
go ahead, Don. Go on.
and she ended it politically correct with a statement.
Yeah.
And her daddy made a lot of investment.
So, what makes Angela Simmons different from Rihanna and ASAP Rocky? What's the difference?
Rihanna, she
What's
built
the
up.
difference?
She a Billy.
What's the difference though? A regular guy.
And what's her name ain't nowhere near the same kind of caliber dude that Yo Gotti is. The dude she talking to, ASAP.
So what? Rihanna is what?
Yeah, I see the point you try to make. A$AP Rocky had a chance with a billionaire. He
guess
was
what,
sitting
though?
down on the couch
Would you
and
say-
he got
yeah,
two
okay,
babies
let's
with a
do this.
billionaire.
Now,
You know what?
check this out.
So,
Check this out.
that's
listen
the
to what
point.
I'm saying.
He
Listen to what
just
I'm saying.
proved your point.
We talking about accountability, right?
Yeah.
Did she pick the right dude though? Rihanna.
Oh,
Rihanna.
Yeah.
she had two babies by that man. That's her message.
2 or
She
3.
Yeah,
3 or 4 maybe. Yeah.
So did Angela Simmons pick the right dude?
Yeah.
evidently because it didn't
you're
work
quiet.
out.
Now you're quiet. Now you don't want to say nothing.
She picked him for the right.
No. So you gonna say the same thing if ASAP and Rihanna don't work out? Well, someone with her, she picked the wrong man.
No.
He wasn't gonna ever be faithful to
on the
her.
same caliber. They're kind of on the same caliber. But what I'm saying is, Angela
What-
Simmons
what
wouldn't
you-
talk to this dude if
Who
he
on
wasn't
the
making
same
money. If he
caliber?
wasn't Yo Gotti, CMG, CEO, she wouldn't talk to the dude.
So what he's saying,
Two different
will
walks of
Rihanna
life.
talk to ASAP Rocky if he
Just
was
like somebody
successful?
from the Heights talking to somebody in Southwest.
That's Rihanna.
And that's what he's still saying. The same thing. You just came to the location. Would a billionaire talk to a rapper like ASAP Rocky? Answer the question, yes or no.
You said what?
Would a billionaire talk to a rapper like ASAP Rocky? Yes or no?
She's accountable for what happened. She's accountable. He is too. They both accountable. She accountable. If she took that risk, can you agree with that? Anytime you talk to somebody, you taking a risk. Can we agree with that? It's a risk. Can we agree?
Every time we go to the gas station, it's risk.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
but
Same thing. It's the same thing. She went to the gas station. She's taking the risk. Percentages either high, percentages are low.
What's the difference though? What's the difference?
You got to assess the risk. Yeah, everybody different. You got to assess the risk. What I'm saying is, if you take the risk and it don't work out, don't try to say, I didn't see things clearly. You knew what it was before you got it.
She is not a psychic. She is not a psychic. What the? She's supposed to be an oracle. She's supposed to know.
You don't have to be a psychic to know that Yo Gotti's a
Yeah, she's supposed to know that he's a con artist.
Stevie Wonder can see this. Stevie Wonder can see this.
No.
Stevie Wonder can see. What am I
You
saying?
give people a chance. Man,
yeah.
the man you are now ain't the man. The man you are now ain't the man your wife married, and the brother you were 2 years before you get married. You sure not the man right now. If she would have based
and you know
your future on that man, you would have been out of luck.
And you know what? Girls that talked to me back then, they took a risk, right or wrong.
Yeah, and they lost.
Well, what's the
Right?
difference?
So exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So what's the difference from
Let me tell you
Angela
what the difference
Simmons
was. Let me tell you what the
and
difference
your
was.
wife?
They did it. My wife asked me what my intentions was when the minute we first started talking. The other girls didn't ask that. She asked me that. What's your intention? What's going on here? What we doing? Right?
You ain't sell a dream.
I'm telling you. The other girls before that, they didn't ask that. They just said, "Hey, can I ride with you?"
Yeah, no. I personally, as a person, as this man wingman for most of his life, some girls ask, "What are we?" to him.
When?
They
I'm
ask the
telling
question,
you.
"What are
Why
we?
do I have to lie to you?
What are
When?
we?" You know.
When?
They asked him that, you know what I mean? And they didn't get a return text or they got some dream. He saw some dream or whatever they wanted to hear because he didn't care
It was a
at the
risk.
time. But he can be judged.
Even me,
Judge
when I
him
was young, I had to assess who
by,
am I talking to. Is this the kind of girl that will frame you like on Let Thin Line Between Love and Hate? You got to assess that risk. Is this the kind of girl that if you mess with her, you make me Mississippi burning? You got to
Did you-
assess that risk.
Did
yep.
you
This
lie or
type of
not?
girl, she got kids, her baby daddy still come home and smash. You got to assess that risk.
Did you
Life is
lie
all
or
don't-
about
not?
assessing the risk.
the,
Am I right or wrong?
the statement is you're a man just like you're a gutter man.
Right.
And your wife
And you
woman.
got to know what kind of man you dealing with, right or wrong.
Yeah, you two different men.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Did you lie or
guys,
not? Did you lie or not? To get them draws. Did
Oh, 100%.
you lie or not?
100%.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Your
you a
guys-
bust down.
Your guys saw the dream?
Mike, you a bust down.
Yeah. I told my wife I was a
Yeah.
buzz down. I told my wife I was a buzz down. So, he ain't saying nothing new. He ain't saying nothing new. At least I can admit it. Though.
Yeah.
Can you admit it? Can you admit you a buzz down?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't
Oh, yeah.
see
You know, I
myself
made a
in
lot
that
of
light.
mistakes. I made a lot of, like you're a politician. I made a lot of mistakes in my life, you know. I played the chess game. It didn't really go my way a couple times, so I had to hit the reset button. You know, now you want to be a politician.
Oh shit.
I want the truth. You
All right,
can't
guys, the
handle
last
truth.
slide, man.
Oh shit.
Did y'all see the Crawford fight, man?
Yeah, I saw it.
What y'all think, man? Do you think that Crawford's a great fighter for his time, or you think they're gonna try to hate on him like Roy Jones? I talked about this on the sports podcast last night. Are they gonna say that he didn't have enough competition like Roy Jones did in his prime?
I think we all live in a past.
Roy Jones is good. I
Nostalgia.
like Crawford too. I think he's good, but I know somebody gonna hate on him. Though.
I don't know Roy Jones was the best. Like in the moment, watching Roy Jones do what he did
Right.
was amazing. I
But it's
never
not
seen
Roy Jones'
stuff
fault.
like that.
Yeah,
Now
it's not his fault.
I don't see Crawford. I never seen anybody like Roy Jones, and I didn't see anybody since.
No,
Roy Jones and Mike
I'm
Tyson
not
are
comparing them.
different.
I'm saying the knock is Roy Jones didn't have enough competition.
No,
really
he made him look like nothing. Those were boxing champions. Those were champions he beat. Roy Jones beat. And that was champions. Crawford is beating them. Canelo didn't have to fight Crawford to submit his legacy, but we wanted to see it, and they
He retired.
put on a show for us.
He retired Canelo, man. Canelo was solid.
But they put on a show for us. They went 12 rounds. We saw
he hit them so hard. He hit them so hard. He was like,
boxing.
hey, man, you ain't supposed to hit me like that, man.
Matter of fact, there were punches so fast and so hard that a lot of people didn't see that punch until the highlights and they slowed it down.
Mm.
You know,
But
that's how slow
somebody
we
can say
are.
like Earl Spence wasn't no challenge for him. He beat the brakes off Earl Spence because they say like he had a couple of car wrecks. He just wasn't the same.
No, he made Earl Spence look like nobody. You know, he trained. Crawford trained a lot for Spence.
Right.
He
I like
had
Crawford
his number.
He got this switch though. He got this switch up there too, like that Mike Tyson kind of switch too. He'll dog you out, man, in the ring. This is what make him different too. He will dog you out. If you don't fight, dude, he'll dog you out, man.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
can hate. They can hate on Crawford all they want, but son, he one of them goats. You know
Oh
what
yeah,
I'm
he
saying?
one of them goes 100%.
Like
Like
he didn't.
He
He
stay
didn't.
disciplined. He stay disciplined. He stay on top of his game. He keep that edge. You know what I'm saying? He keep that
he
edge.
don't really get emotional. Like
No.
I love Floyd Mayweather. I think his career is excellent.
Oh,
He
Floyd
did
Mayweather,
everything
awesome. Yeah.
right as a boxer, but he didn't knock a lot of people out. It wasn't electrifying. He was smarter and faster than almost everybody.
He
I
was.
want
What he did to Zab Judah was crazy. Zab being faster than him, but they said he didn't fight nobody. You
That's
know,
cap.
but they
I
just
feel like
make
James
people
Tony.
look like nobody.
Even though
That's
James Tony, man, James Tony got pummeled, but I like
always.
James Tony. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? James Tony, you know what I'm saying? You got the best finish.
I always tell people like people looking at Money Mayweather, but they forgot about Pretty Boy Floyd. He was going toe to toe with the best,
He wasn't knocking him
He
out.
had he and he did
Yeah,
knock a lot of people out, but he
he
had
didn't
the
have
most
to.
What I like
successful
about Floyd
boxing
is he
career,
said,
What's
and
boxing?
he bet on himself.
What's
So
what I
I
like
boxing?
about
can't
Floyd though,
knock him
he
at
said he
all.
not fit to be like Sugar Ray Leonard and
Yeah,
Muhammad
slugging down in the
Ali,
ring, messing your brain up, get slugged in the ring.
yeah,
yeah. And his uncle told him it's like if you want the real money, like once he locked in, like Floyd
Look, look,
used
look.
to he
You know, Floyd
used to
said, look. You know, I'm not finna get in the middle of the ring
yeah.
and brawl it out with somebody, man. Y'all crazy.
Yeah,
man.
son,
You have look
crazy.
at what happened to the people y'all consider great. Muhammad Ali,
Yeah,
Sugar Ray
for sure.
Leonard, James Toney, what's it, Bonner?
Mm-hmm.
They run out of money. You know, he made Floyd Mayweather made some smart choices. He makes some
Yeah.
dumb ones too, but
Yeah, James
financially
Tony,
he
he
got
had his
on his
own
stuff.
rims. I don't know what happened to James Tony. He had his own rims at one point. He had them Lionheart rims. He used to be in the magazine and everything, man.
Yeah.
Now,
Like
man,
I,
dude, boy.
like
Man,
You're hot, you're
on
hot. When you're not, you're not.
like on
he had the
on
best for the shell, though. Him and Floyd, but I think James Tony, man, because James Tony would knock you out, man. He would put them
on
hands on you with that
all the
Philly
Yeah,
shell.
things.
but
Yeah.
guess what? You get knocked out too.
Like
Yeah.
what
He didn't
what
get knocked out a lot, though, did he? James Tony, he didn't get
No,
knocked
not a lot. No, of
what
When?
course
When
not.
did he
Not
get
a
knocked
lot.
out? I don't know if he got knocked. He got knocked out?
yeah.
I don't
But
think he got knocked out,
I'm
bro.
pretty sure we can pull it up, but
yeah. But what I saw was Floyd took a hold of his career. Like
Yeah, 100%. He's smart, man. Floyd's smart
like
than him.
if
Yeah.
I'm gonna fight, I want 25, 50 million off top. Off
Off the
top.
rip. But
And
he
then with
earned it
a
because he
hundred
was undefeated. People wanted to see him lose. That was the smart part.
yeah.
People wanted to see him lose, and he would pick them fighters that's like, man, this dude can't match me. People want to see him beat him, and he know
Like
they're not gonna win. Like, what's the dude name? Pac-Man. You know, dude not
Pacquiao.
gonna touch Floyd. No way he gonna touch.
No, he was. Yeah, that was pretty close. Every time
No,
he fought
no, it
Pacquiao,
wasn't.
and
No, it wasn't. Cut it
Pacquiao was
out.
past his prime too.
Cut it out, man. That was nowhere close.
Hey,
He
hold
don't got
on.
no
I
footwork to
think
keep
I
up with
think
Floyd,
Floyd was
man.
older than him. I think Floyd was older than Pac.
But he don't have the footwork. He not fast enough. Pacquiao was a slug fighter. He kind of like Marvin Hagler. That's what he kind of like a version of Marvin Hagler. He got to slug it out with you. Man, Floyd danced around the ring on dude, man. They're doing power stepping on him, man. He over there.
I don't think
Was it a little
Floyd
dance
showed.
game or dance
It wasn't an
revolution?
easy fight.
Dance revolution.
He said he showed him. He was like, man, you know what? Y'all steady taking these big ass fights and only getting $3 or $4 million, and they didn't made $70 million off you. You know
Yeah.
what? Let me put
Yeah,
my
but
50. Let me get my 50, and then they can make 130. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Yeah, Crawford good, man. I ain't gonna, man. I know they're gonna hate on him, though. I can feel they gonna hate on him. Oh, he didn't have enough competition, man. The guys he fought, they were older, and all that crazy stuff.
Crawford
Man.
didn't
Like
fight
they do with
nobody
Roy
else.
Jones. Like when Roy Jones fought Tarver, he was past his prime. Then I think he was like, at the downside of his prime, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be careful because I remember what's his name said he came and hollered at him in New York by himself. Fat Joe, he said Roy Jones came to holler at him like, yo, you the champ, man. You the champ, man. Now, Roy, you're gonna hit me. You're gonna knock me out. You're gonna knock me out. But look around me. There's 100 guys here. What do you think's gonna happen next?
Hey man, leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Roy said, "You got 100 guys. It's 100 guys. Yeah, let me count. Yeah, it's 100 guys. It was just rap. Yeah, champ. It was just rap." But yeah, man, Roy Jones, he was that dude though, man. But because the thing about Roy Jones, that's why I think he didn't get hit. I didn't realize, like, even though Tarver did punch him hard, it didn't look that hard in real time, though. Like he just barely tapped him on the chin and he passed and he fell out. But nah, man, that was a past his prime though, man.
Hey, Roy, please don't come see me.
Nah, don't come see me, man.
No,
nah,
don't
man.
come see me.
Much
But
respect to Roy Jones, man. I
No,
don't
you
know
want
what?
don't stop me losing.
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
want
saying?
no smoke with Roy, man. I don't want no smoke, man.
Roy, he's like that era in between hip hop where like they had that nice little wave and it was dope.
I mean, people forget about JT, man. Shout out to JT, man. Shout out to JT, man. Forget about Jermaine Taylor, man. Jermaine Taylor put
He
his
looked
hands on you in real
in the
life.
boxing ring. Jermaine looked real good.
Yeah,
that nigga whoop you in the boxing ring. He can whoop you on baseline, a guy spring, wherever you want it. He'll give it to you.
That's my cousin's cousin. It ain't my cousin, but it's my cousin's cousin. But
I seen dude in O'Reilly, man. He still ripped up, man.
Yeah.
Getting a battery for a lawnmower. He still ripped up, man.
It's just
that's why kids. Yeah, one of his sisters died.
Speaking about sticks ball over there on baseline, man. Y'all know the Phillips C6 where the back part fell down there?
Yeah.
Somebody stripped the van, man. It was a van up under it, man. They done stripped the van out, man. Got the door open. They got it sitting on bricks. They took the tires off.
Man, I know you play.
That's crazy, man. How they gonna strip the van, man? That's crazy, man.
You for real?
Yeah. We rode by there this morning. It's like the door open, the tires gone. It's like sitting on the rotors. You see the rotors, man. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah, they ain't gonna need these.
Yeah, they probably gonna demo that gas station. It's a wrap. I don't think they're gonna let that open back up. They probably gonna demo it, man. But all right, guys, just come through and chop it up with you. Let us know in the comments what you think. John in the house. You got Pill in the house. And we will catch you on the next one.
They told me bust out my AP. Perfect time, man.